Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to make decorative cookie sprinkles. Okay, we are going to need to make royal icing for our cookie sprinkles. And for that you're going to need 4 cups of icing sugar and 3 tablespoons of meringue powder. And you're going to need some warm water. But first, we need to sift the icing sugar and the meringue powder together, because any tiny lump, any tiny chunk of sugar can get stuck in your piping bag. And you're going to need piping bags and a number 2 writing tip. Now, you're going to need a little bit of warm water, but first let's get this all sifted. If you don't have meringue powder, all you need, instead of the warm water and the 3 tablespoons of meringue powder, you're going to need 3 egg whites and a teaspoon of lemon juice. Now we have our whisking attachment on the cowgirl, and we're going to put her down, and we're going to lock her down, and then we're going to put it on stir, very slow. Now, the reason I haven't told you how much water to use, because it's purely something you go by texture, but you're going to need between 2 and 4 tablespoons of room temperature water. Scrape down the sides. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, that's the consistency we want. Okay, I have divided my royal icing into 3 bowls, and we got to work pretty quickly here because we don't want it to dry out. So let's mix our colors in. I'm using 2 colors and I'm leaving 1 white. And I'm just taking a dot of green on a skewer, and I'm just going to mix that in. I believe I'm going to cover these icings in plastic wrap until I'm ready for them. You can make this as bright or as pastel as you like. Let's cut the tip off of one of our icing bags. And let's get this green into the bag before it starts to dry. It's really important, folks, to keep your icing from drying while you work with it. Okay, we're going to squeeze as best we can our icing down into the bag and put a little piece of plastic wrap over that, just so that the end doesn't dry out. We'll roll this up and set it aside, and we'll move on to the red. And then I'm going to fill the white icing bag, and then we're going to get down to business. Now I'm going to take my end off here, cut this to fit, and this, I believe, this is a number 3 Wilton tip. It's a writing tip. And what we're going to do is, on our piece of parchment here, we are going to just do lines of royal icing. Okay, now I'm going to change tips, and I'm going to make some shaped sprinkles. And I am using a number 16 Wilton. I believe this is a flower tip. I'm not sure what kind of tip it is, but we're hoping it's a flower tip. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my green and my white, and then we're going to allow these to sit overnight because you want them to dry in the air for 12 hours. Okay, it hasn't been 12 hours. It's only been about 3. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take our little green candy flowers and I'm just going to pop them in this old but clean pill bottle. We don't do a lot of candy or cookie decorating, so I didn't make a lot. Now we're going to take our striped, and I'm just going to take this cutter and I'm going to break these up with a blade. Let's take another clean pill bottle and our parchment. There it is. Green candy sprinkles. You can do this. Cut them a little more uniformly if you choose. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, yes, you can make sprinkles for your cookies. Take care. Bye-bye.